Hello everyone, Simon here. We're back in EVE Online, and at the end of the last video, we crashed. The game crashed. So now we're gonna log back in. We are undocked in space. So if when you log out of the game in space, what it does is you stay logged into the game for a minute on the server before you disappear. Which means that
skill training completed.
If you're in a bad system, in a dangerous system,
warp drive active,
then there's a good chance that you will get blown up. Alright, we're gonna continue our journey to get our new freighter,
active.
our new industrial ship. Yeah, so like if you're in a dangerous system and you're basically sitting in space for a minute doing nothing, you're gonna get blown up. So it's not good to disconnect from the game, even accidentally. You can lose ships that way. So we trained skills, we are good. So we injected the Caldari Destroyer skill, right? So if we go to Spaceship Command, Caldari Destroyer is 34 minutes. So let me just take off Caldari Frigate 4 and start putting in Caldari Destroyer, 2 ranks of that, and I'm gonna put the frigate back in. Because we're gonna fly frigates, sure. We're not gonna fly that many frigates. We also want to move on to the destroyer as well, eventually. So the Caldari Frigate 4, you keep seeing me putting the skill back in. Basically, I just put that in because if for some reason I log off the game and I can't play for several days, well then does that skill just gonna keep training while I don't log in? Whereas if you don't have several days worth of skills in your skill queue, then if you don't log in for a few days, then you're just wasting time. So you're spending that time not training up your skills. Although I guess since we're free to play, it doesn't matter as much. So if you're paying for a subscription, you don't want to lose that time because you're paying money in exchange for time, and exchanging time for skills. And so if your skill queue is just empty for several days, then you're basically wasting several days worth of subscription. So it's so it's less important if we're not paying money, but still.
Warp drive active.
We are going to try to make sure we keep our skill queue running. What's going on there? Social level 1, 1 minute left. What is going on there?
Warp drive
I don't know if you noticed, but when you go through a warp gate, or like what are they called? Stargates? What are they called? Stargates. So if you go through a stargate, you come out the other side cloaked, and you have like a minute before you uncloak, and that's because people gate camp. So people, if they want to catch people off guard and do bad things to them, what they might do is just camp the gate. And so what you really should do is when you come out of the gate, you're cloaked so they don't know you're there and they can't see you and they can't target you yet. You just check it out to make sure it's safe, and if it's not safe you might just want to turn around and go back through the gate and escape that way. But if it's if it's not safe, you have the option to wait a little bit, and then maybe when they're not looking, then you immediately. Actually, I think you can. Let me just try this out.
skill training completed.
I think you can move without breaking cloak. You can't warp without breaking cloak, but I think you can just move without breaking cloak. So if we're cloaked, right? So let me just go to full speed. Oh no, you break cloak, never mind. When you move, you break cloak.
Warp drive active.
So you have the option to look around a little bit. And try to see if there's anyone trying to gank you. So what we should do is every time we come out of the the Stargate, we should just check general to see if there are a lot of ships here. I mean, obviously it's more important out in nullsec or even lowsec. In highsec, it's not that important. People people don't gate camp usually in highsec, and even lowsec there will be defenses at the gates. There are cannons around here.
Warp drive active.
So where are we, and why does this guy... Oh, we're at the end of a... Oh, no, we're not. Oh, that's Issa. Wait a minute. Wait, can we zoom into where we are right now? Marcus, focus current location. All right. So this is... Oh, interesting. Why would this guy set up here? I guess it's like on the other side of a 0.5 security system. Where do we come from? Maybe I should pay more attention to this stuff. Anyway. Wait. Dog?
Warp drive active.
Oh, it's a user. It's a player station. It's a citadel. It's not an NPC starport. It's not an NPC space station. It's a user. It's a player. What are they called? I forgot what they're called. They're POS, player-owned structures. I think that's what they're called. All right, so this guy probably operates from this. So there's probably a corporation here. In fact, we can look at it. It's owned by Bloodstar Technologies. Services offered: blueprint copying. Alright, well the game's loading the interior of this because we've never been here before. Please don't crash. Alright, here we go. Blueprint copying, ore and mineral trading, Tech 1 manufacturing, ore inquiries. Supporting an economy near you. Not currently recruiting, alright. Standings, alliance history. The problem with corporations, see these wars? I haven't explained this, have I? If you're in your own corporation, other people can declare war against you. Other corporations can, and they can just do it. And there's not much you can do about it to stop them. Alright, so now we're in here, in our new freight transporter. Yeah, so other people can declare war, which means that they can lawfully attack you and your corporation. And so if you create a corporation, you really need to be prepared to defend yourself if someone declares war on you. So at the moment, we are in what's called an NPC corporation, Science and Trade Institute. So you can't declare war on the NPC factions. So we're safe from war declarations, war declarations. Whereas if you have your own corporation, other people can declare war on you, and then they can just attack you freely, which sucks a little bit. Guess there's 2 people on the station. Clone Bay. Anyway, So let's go back to where we were. Here, set destination. And this ship, you probably notice, is going to be slower.
Warp drive active.
What is that? Is the station repairing me? What is that? Wait, why are they... The station automatically repairs me? That's cool. So you see how slow we are to walk. Look how much slower we are. That's crazy. So you saw how long it took for us to speed up and get into warp. So we're a transport ship, so we're less agile. And what it also means is that as we come out of a gate, for example, if people are trying to gank you, they have a much longer time available to them to lock onto you, to tackle you, and then to blow you up. So the bigger your ship, the slower you are to warp. And so then you're more vulnerable to being caught by people who are not friendly. So that's something you worry about. So you might think, well, frigates are small and weak. Why don't I just fly the biggest ship I can? Well, a big ship doesn't mean you're safe. Like it really doesn't. Sometimes a frigate is safer because you can run away faster, right? And anything slower than a frigate will have a hard time trying to catch you.
Warp drive active.
Like look how long this takes. Look how long this takes. This is crazy. So this is a lot of time available for someone to come in and tackle you. So transporting anything through anywhere except high sec is a risky activity. And to be safe, you should probably either have a friend scout out for you, so you have your friend go through the gate before you to see what's on the other side and to tell you if there's people ganking you. But if you just try to travel from one gate to another in a giant freighter, for example, you can get wrecked very easily if people know. If they spot you, they can just maneuver into position before you get there and then gank you. So if you're transporting a lot of little freighters, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me just move that back. Alright, we're going through there. So the freighters are over here, these things. That's a freighter there. So these things are much bigger and much slower even than the industrials that we're flying right now. And those things take ages, right, to go anywhere because they're so slow. I mean, they carry a lot of stuff, but they're so slow. And you just get caught. Maybe I should think about making this a little faster. So what are we looking at? Ship equipment. Propulsion? Propulsion upgrades? Let me just try and see how I can make this go faster. Improve ship handling and maneuverability is inertial stabilizers. Alright, we don't want inertial stabilizers. Jump. Decreases isotope fuel. Oh, jump drives allows you to jump from one system to another without using the the stargates. But we're never going to use these because we don't have an Omega clone. Overdrives vastly increases engine power at the expense of cargo capacity. We don't want to do that. Warp accelerator, I think, is what I want. Increases warp speed and acceleration. No more than 3 hyperspatial accelerator can be fitted to one ship. Except these things are super expensive. Am I crazy, or do they not even fit? They cost 48 million. 48 million? 24 million? Hold on, let me just see what this is. 1 megawatt power grid usage. I don't even know if I can fit that. Tech level 1. Warp speed increase 0.2. I thought it was acceleration. Does it make you go into jump faster or not? Anyway, that's too rich for my blood. So, warp accelerator, warp core stabilizer. So allows you to stop yourself from being attacked. Why is this so much cheaper than the others? So it stops other people from disrupting your warp. Maybe I should get some of these. Description attempts to compensate fluctuations attributes. It reduces your targeting range and scan resolution. Warp scramble strength -1. Why does it reduce it that much? So I'm thinking that maybe I should just get a few of these, put it on the ship. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Get a bunch of those. Afterburner, which may or may not be useful. Micro jump drives. It just puts your ship forward, but you see how much power it uses. Medium micro jump drive, I don't think that's for us. Micro jump field, micro warp drives, I don't know if I want these. Like if I have to fit my ship, what do I put on it? Propulsion upgrades. Warp core stabilizers. Drone turret, smart bombs, shield. We might like increase our shield tanking a little bit. Scanning equipment is not what we want. Oh crap, this.
Warp drive active.
Well, I don't think they attack us. I mean, it says they're hostile, but I don't think they'll attack us if we don't attack them. It's not scanning equipment, hull and armor. Fleet assistance, engineering equipment. Alright, let me just look it up on the internet because this is pretty difficult to... Oh no, I just moved the window. I don't know if that desynchronized the audio. EVE Online increase warp speed. Warp speed or agility? Warp speed boost. A fast autopiloting ship.